Hello and welcome to another Wednesday audio tutorial with me, Harry Quinn. This time I'm going to be talking about set lists. I've got a gig coming up tomorrow in London, and it's an extended sort of originals event where I'm playing a half an hour set, then a 45-minute set with a short break in between. And that's absolutely what I love to do, playing my own stuff. So I just wanted to have a quick discussion of what's my process of putting a set list together now. Obviously, well, if it's just me playing, then I have a lot more freedom. I have complete freedom in some respect, that I'm able to play whatever I feel is appropriate for the room, for the mood. This particular event is in a hotel bar. Should be a good listening audience, hopefully. And essentially, I have a sort of a bag of songs that I have, a mental list of songs that I typically play, be that at open mics or whatever, because those are the ones that I sort of feel best represent me, and the ones that I most have the greatest sort of, I don't know, the best impression of me, the ones that I love to play the most. If you've seen me play before, then it's a sort of brand new bike tune, or the escape key, or dangerous, typically, that sort of thing. But yeah, as I say, there's a real sort of importance and a beauty to being able to orchestrate or curate the night of music. And obviously, touching wood, things go well. My tunes are my tunes. I don't have 4,000 original tunes on a playlist to really have that control. So there are certain constraints in that regard. But yeah, it's I've just sat here for the last 30 minutes or so, just thinking about what song flows into the next, and so I don't want to give away the exact set list that I'm going to play, but essentially I want to start with stuff that I'm not. There is a certain amount of comfortableness, because there's always a variable situation with the sound and the room and everything else that's involved. But I would start with the sort of the tried and tested. It's a bit of a rough term, but some of the ones that I've just played just now, for example, and then I try, after a solid sort of consistent start, I want to then push into the slightly more the slower tunes, the ones that have a little bit more room to breathe after a sort of a tone setting start, and also you want to sort of keep something in reserve for, in this case, because there are two sets, you want to try and keep some of the, for want of a better word, hopefully bangers remaining as you go through. But yeah, so after the first set, 30 minutes, solid start, slurred tunes, weave things a bit more with a bit more space, and then something that I'm trying to do a bit more of is occasionally drop in a song, a really old song. In this case, this one, if you've heard my music before, but improvise it in various ways. It's not. I think there's a certain there's something special about presenting something sort of essentially brand new with a solid foundation to start off with, of something that's been previously released and well thought through with a certain set of lyrics. But to present something improvised and special for that given night, I think is a good portion of what art ought to have about it. So I think I'm probably going to try and weave that into the first set, and then the second set after a break. Again, start off with something sort of hopefully grab people and get people tickle their ears or whatever, you know. I have quite a lot of sort of technically interesting, hopefully, guitar stuff. So I might ups and downs with moods, and then again with a bit of a maybe a sort of a more of the sort of romantic stuff. This is coming up to a Valentine's Day gig as well, and some stuff that I've written with other people as well. And in terms of covers, on a gig like this, I wouldn't lean towards doing them really at all, except in this case I think I can. What I like to do with covers if I'm doing them is I've said weave quite a few times, but weave a cover into an original, hopefully, well, usually if it's in the same key as the original that I'm already playing. So in this case, I'm going to be playing a song with a D minor. It has a strong centre to it, and then I'm going to do I'll just limit the chords there. Probably throw that cover in there as well. And then build the rest of the setup with a few more sort of energetic tunes, and again play the room, see how it's going, and time permitting. What I also do on setlists is I add a few more tunes to my actual piece of paper, and yes, I do like pieces of paper to write setlists on. I write a few more songs on there just to make sure that, you know, if in the heat of the moment and I need to do a couple of extra songs or whatever, then something's already written down and ready to go. So yeah, there's some pretty obvious things that I've mentioned, but if there are any other sort of deeper questions that you want to know about my thoughts and process and anything towards this whole topic, then please feel free to put in the comments. I'd really hugely appreciate it if you liked and subscribed to this video. Every Wednesday I do one of these behind the scenes, or just audio or sound or music theory, or something to do with the whole art and science and craft of everything. So every Wednesday there's a video like this. Thanks very much for watching to this one, and I'll see you next week hopefully.